I'm here at the Bridge Park Community Centre in Brent to talk to Playas, an organisation who help to resettle ex-offenders, and I'm going to be hearing more about the role that education plays in helping ex-offenders put their lives back together.
Got myself in a bit of trouble, and now I want to just get myself back in education and back into society, but it's hard.
I need to do something with my life, you know. I can't keep going back in jail for the rest of my life, man. Forget that. You know what I mean?
Back in the 70s, schooling was different. You wasn't really encouraged as a black girl to go to college or to go to university. You probably was more encouraged to go, stay at home, have babies, sign on Social Security, work in a factory. I want to do something, you know. I think even with something that I wasn't able to use again, it would be something that to go out, leave my house, actually go and do something. You know, that was more for me. I felt as though doing the course, I thought, wow, there's all these other stuff, which I didn't know before.
I'd say education is important because I can look back and tell my kids, boy, make sure you get your education because I messed up, and then it's harder now. Imagine what that's 25 years ago. It's very hard. I have to say that.
Like, no one can't motivate me to go back to college. The only person that can do that is myself. You know what I mean? So it's about time that I had a good kick up the arse and went and done it, you know.
I'm at the College of North West London in my constituency to speak to a number of adults who went back into education late. For them, education revolutionised their life. For a lot of them, the stories are really very inspiring.
When I came here, my teachers encouraged me to study high level, and when I finished my BTEC, I really loved it to go to university because my aim to design dresses for women, which is not revealing, is something to be smart and fashionable and successful.
I've always had a dream of opening my own salon and, you know, continuing my, you know, hairdressing career. I've been doing hairdressing for many years, but I never fully qualified. I always kind of fell out, you know, of the course. The first time that I fell out of College of North West London, because I had a little boy, I had a child, and you know, people kept letting me down, childcare and stuff like that. So then it messed up my studies. There were days that I didn't attend, and I started to fall behind.
I returned as a businessman. I was too young, and I said, I've got to choose a new profession. So the new profession, I said, what would be really interesting? Plumbing. And I came here. They were really, really nice to me. And I have completely changed my career. I now run a plumbing company, Staunch and Flow, and we have a turnover of £500,000 a year. Brilliant success, thank you. The real excitement of being at the College of North West London for me when I came back was to be taught a trade, to actually be taught how to use tools, actually to make water not leak out of pipes. But the problem is that there is a problem for older people like me coming back, because the funding just doesn't make it possible.
I love hair. I've won loads of awards for the college, for myself, and you know, for salons that I have worked for. This year's been a really great year for me. I've won like 5 awards, all for different things, and it's been really fun. With all the support I had from my lecturers, it's just been really great. You know, I wouldn't have got so far in my career without, you know, starting off at the College of North West London.
I have a degree, and you're not now allowed to do further education if you've got a higher award than the one you're going for. What is very interesting is the difference between university education and craft education is that at university, if you choose a course such as elementary witchcraft, then if it's available you can do it because you're being funded personally and you've got to pay for it, and that's fine. Whereas in the college education system, the places are limited to what the government wants to fund, and the funding is not coming to the individuals, so they can't choose.
For the human, there's no age to study. Where they have a health and they have aim for something they love to do, they can do it. And I'm sure the teachers, if they find they have these skills, they encourage them, and they find somebody behind them, push them to do it.
4 or 5 years ago, I suppose it was, I was living in Gloucestershire, and my garden wall, which was Georgian, and all my friends' garden walls were losing their pointing. So I thought, right, I will set myself up as a pointer. So I got a place at the at the college, Duddon Lane. And it was actually a bricklaying course, which was fine, and I really enjoyed it. There was one woman on the bricklaying course, much younger woman. I suppose when I did French conversation, yes, there were. But certainly in the plumbing, I think I was the only woman. And the car maintenance, there were quite a few women, but that is going back a long time, those two. But as for older people, I think usually I am about the only one. Certainly with the Swahili, I was the oldest. There were a lot of very young people who were going for their gap year. So many things I've done in the past, but I just love it. And I suppose you could call me an evening class groupie, because I just go there every year.